I am hoping that this is sort of a limited strain of what passes for thought on the right wing. But when Biden decided to make this potentially dangerous surprise trip to Ukraine, in theory, for some right wingers, it could rebut a bit of their belief that he's just sleeping all day in a bunker below the White House or something. But no, they're reacting a different way. Amy Kremer is the co-founder of Women for Trump. It says, breaking. The illegitimate guy hasn't visited East Palestine, Ohio, where Americans need help, but Biden makes a surprise visit to Kyiv. So again, it has to be the illegitimate guy, because never forget that every single one of these people is required to pretend that Biden didn't win the election, or else they will lose literally all the influence they have over the right. It's a pathetic state for a party to be in, but that's the state that they're in. And you have to choose. You get to go to one place. You either go to East Palestine or you go to Kyiv, I guess. Look, I would love for there to be more assistance to East Palestine. I would even more so prefer that they remember that they're a government and they can force these rail companies to change their ways. We're gonna be talking more about that in a little bit. But again, the idea that like, if it was Trump, it'd be so much better. Like, I'll remind you, if we could go to this, Living in DC tweeted Trump's visit to East Palestine. It would be throwing paper towels. That's what it would be. Like, these trips are largely, they're symbolic BS anyway. So I don't know, like trying to like extract political advantage from every single thing is just so boring, God. But they're having fun with it when it comes to Biden's trip to Ukraine. What do you think?
No, I mean, look, I'm reminded of sometimes the way we see how the right operates when it comes to like, money for wars or abroad, which I think we all agree there is way too much money in our military budget. They never want to cut the military budget. The Republicans don't. But they just want to use it as a talking point. Like, we should stop sending money to Ukraine. Well, okay, well, you've got to cut the military budget in order to do that. We should stop, getting involved in wars abroad. I agree. Well, you got to cut the military budget. They never want to do that. Instead, they want to take that money and move it, as Marjorie Greene just said the other day. It was, I believe, a podcast of Don Trump Jr. said, we should be sending bombs to bomb the Mexican cartels. Like, this is their far right ideology when it comes to war and militarism and their idea of isolationism. It's not the way we believe that we should actually like use our money to support, I don't know, building homes and like fresh water resources abroad and like, peace troops, if anything, but definitely not like selling weapons and whatnot. Like, they don't believe in any of that. They don't believe in internationalism. They just believe in that same amount of Pentagon budget, but used to like specifically go after their own enemies or who they deem to be the enemies. Women and children coming in seeking refuge from, cartels. But that's what bombing the cartels would be for them.
I have no doubt that they would still call themselves anti-intervention as they're bombing Mexico. Madness. Yeah, you talk about the money that we're spending. The reason that you do that is that you understand that there's many Americans who do not want so much money being spent on defense.
Right.
But you are perfectly fine with spending that money. You just want to spend it on something else. Yeah, it's like, even when they appear to be getting close to a reasonable position, like Marjorie Greene will talk about how unfair it is that the January 6th, the political prisoners are in solitary confinement. Well, then do you want to end solitary confinement? No, she doesn't care about that. Like,
but they're white.
I know, 100%. We could actually change things,
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to spend all of this money and then we put it into something else? You want to do that? No, you don't actually want to do that.
But also, like, who wants to roll back the amount of money that we're sending to Ukraine, just completely, blank check, like more. Representative Ilhan Omar, and they just booted her from the House Foreign Relations Committee. She believed in reining in that spending and that money for completely different reasons than Marjorie Greene.
Sure.
But it's like, again, they don't want that. They don't want to work with someone like that.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.